back to Arcade Sunday. Today we're going to play Donkey Kong again to see if I can get past that 100,000 points. Don't feel obliged to watch the whole video, but if you want to skip to the end to see some advice and tips, please do so. Enjoy the video. It's Arcade Sunday. Now note that I recorded this audio track after playing, as I was trying to concentrate quite a bit and just play Donkey Kong. So at this point I'm going to just try and do a voiceover of some key points that you may need to focus on or might be interesting or not. Yeah, first stage is obviously fairly straightforward. Nothing really major to really worry about. You should just go up there, use that top hammer and just get a couple of points there. It's quite a risky cut back there, but anyway. So just going to wait for the opportunity where the hammer runs out and then try to get up to the top and then save the princess. Well, almost save the princess, and there goes Donkey Kong. Ah! Okay, you just hang around on the left, but in this case I'm just going for it. Normally you want the red flame little guys to spawn on the one or the other side of the screen, preferably on the right hand side. You can kind of control where they start spawning, but in this case I just left it and just trying to get past these earlier stages, because they are obviously, these first set of stages are quite straightforward, not too difficult on the first lap basically. So yeah, this is a bit of a deviation from what I would normally do to clear this stage, but nonetheless I believe it worked out for me. Just try to get away from these flames, finishing a stage. Take that, Donkey Kong. Tapping the tune there with the buttons there on the bottom right. Okay, so you should just take one jump, wait a bit and run forward and then jump over that first barrel quite easy. I usually never excuse me, I usually never take that bottom hammer, just due to the complexity of the barrels. The way they roll down on the stage can be pretty unpredictable toward the bottom. When there's a lot of barrels, they all seem to gang up on you, so I typically only ever take the top hammer. I think a lot of people play it like that, but that's the way I do it. Also, that's the end of that hammer, and let's just get up to the top. There was a wild barrel, very dangerous. Every now and again Donkey Kong throws known as a wild barrel, which is a barrel that randomly falls through the girders and can typically hit you. Okay, so here is one of the springboard stages, the first one. Now this is very easy to get past. Well, I say very easy, if you've practiced it a million times, then it's pretty easy. Basically just get up to the top, don't worry about trying to take the prizes on the far right, it's just not worth it. Stay on the edge, wait, and you're going to run. You actually don't even have to time this one. You can basically just look at the springs and just run under them. I was actually just testing here for further purposes. As you can see, I'm standing on like the third little triangle with my nose scraping against the springs, just to see how far you can move forward from the first top ladder. Anyway, so we're on 75 meters now, back to the what do you call this stage? Rivet stage. Okay, so this is typically the pattern I would take, as you can see, from the top, going up the left hand side, come down, grab the hammer, wipe everybody out as far as possible, and then stay on the extreme right if possible. And that basically forms a scenario where new little flame ghost red guys, whatever you want to call them, really only start spawning on the left hand side of the screen. So it gives you a bit of a Geez, a bit of a dodgy situation I got out of there, but anyway. Yeah, I should have actually just gone for it there because it's only really killed. Okay, maybe I only killed one of them. So yeah, it would have probably been better if I just gone and cleared out those rivets from a points point of view and a timer counting down point of view. But anyway, that's typically the way I would do that stage. Take that again, Donkey Kong. Alright, so first barrel you can just jump once and run. This is the third barrel stage, or barrel. There's a wild barrel coming down, you see that? Luckily I just avoided it. Very scary. Nonetheless, it's part of Donkey Kong. This can actually become very random to the point of actually lost up to 2 lives on the stage at some points, just because of wild barrels. And we've done everything perfectly, and then there comes a random. That was not cool. Got ganged up on there by those barrels. In any event, as I was saying, wild barrels are not fun. And there's no one coming down. Oh, again, right into the corner there, just missed it. There's nothing much you can do to avoid them. I suppose you just got to understand the different types of wild barrels. I guess there's certain ones that sort of fly off towards the extreme right, which you've seen twice now in the stage. There's one that just came right through the middle, and there's another type that drops straight from there. There was one right there, right near my head. So you must always try and be, if you're at this level, try not to be straight underneath Donkey Kong when he's about to drop a barrel, because it might be the wild barrel that lands on your head. Yeah, so just sort of normal story, working our way up to the top here. And looking good so far, and we should jump over one more and get out of here. Perfect. How high can you get? That's a good question. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and the flames jump out, and then you start moving toward the right. This is kind of what I'm trying to practice at the moment. This stage again is another one that can be very easy. Or like I've just demonstrated here, very random and seemingly impossible to complete without dying. But in other times, like I think this next round, you see 1, 2, 3 jump out. Okay, now you can make your way up to the top. Watch out that pie or the cement or whatever you want to call that there. Some people call this the pie factory stage. Some people call it the cement stage or cement factory. I don't really know what I call it. And I just avoided that flame. It was super close. But no, those things do look like pies, if you ask me. So I was called the pie factory. Okay. Springboard level 2. Again, this is slightly faster than the first one, obviously. You have to just watch the spring patterns here. I was just playing around a little bit to, again, just try to practice up for the third springboard, which is the one I've been battling with. So then I'm right there, and I can go on the close spring. There's a lot of theory as to how to do this, but it's very, very tough on the third board, as you will see later. Okay, trying to do my pattern. This guy's getting in my way though, so I decided to just clear out the middle row first. Try and kill as many of these guys as possible for some extra points here. These guys are like 300 each, so it's if you rack up some good points. That was like 900 just in a row, 3 in a row there. So I probably should have gone down first and collected that. So I'm just going to get out of there. Again, quite a risky set of moves I had to do there to get into this zone, but it worked out, I believe, I hope. I can't remember what happens here, but let's watch and find out. Okay, looking good. That was also a bit of a risk to jump over that or run like that. He saw that just coming down the ladder so quickly, so I was lucky that he didn't come down that ladder. Otherwise it would have been same as Donkey Kong on my head. Right, so okay, I'll just now run for it and then jump. There we go, easy like that. Just trying to move through this board quickly, and it was a bit of a risk now looking back, but it worked out in the finish. So as you can see, that blue barrel changed directions. It was actually by my command there, towards, so from like level 3 and 4 of the barrels, these barrel stages, you can start to kind of control the barrel's movements. So if you were to push, there was a wild barrel. If you were to push left on the joystick at this point, you could actually make it go down the ladder in front of you. It's hard to explain it, but when you do it, it makes sense.
Is it stuck under?
Yeah, it's in it.
Can't jump. Okay, I'll come help.
Right, back to the second part. There should be 5 guys that jump out there. Here, I want to do 5. Okay, now you can carry on moving your way up. Again, hit and miss, or hit or miss stage here. Sometimes it works out 100% perfectly, and sometimes you just lose all your lives here. Like this was a perfect run. Look at that. I think it's 6,500 points. Very quick run through. I think it's probably the quickest you can go through. Okay, so here's barrel board number 5, I think. You see, I didn't even jump, it just ran straight forward, and then as that barrel lands, you jump. So it's like basically a timed thing. You just know the wild barrel. Whoa, okay, luckily avoided that one. See, I controlled that barrel to fall down instead of roll on me. Again, never stay underneath Donkey Kong, it's very dangerous. Back for some extra points. And that hammer's going to be running out anytime soon, and I'm dead. So again, just always be aware or have a way out when you're running around with a hammer. You don't actually know when it's going to run out. It's just you just have to know how long it lasts. There's no timer or anything, you just got to know. So in the heat of the battle, you often forget it's about to end, and then you end up dead. There was a wild barrel, again, skillfully avoided. It was a long jump, but necessary to get over there. I'll try and push him down, yeah. Okay, so be careful here. Okay, just getting off the top, push it down, yeah. Hammer and roll through, hopefully there's no wild barrels coming. Excuse the motorbike noise in the background. Okay, so it should be good to go up now. Find a little timing gap in the barrels falling. Anyway, there you go, and I'm out. Not too bad, 4,700 or so. Point timer. Okay, so here's springboard number 3. As you can see, the springs are moving a lot faster. Or no, they're not moving faster, there's more of them. I think that's the way you explain it. So once you get up there, you've got to be super careful on the timing. Up until now, I've been battling to clear the stage. And I'm standing on the 3rd little triangle, and I'm watching for I'm watching for one that lands, and it's perfect, done. So
Yes, did it.
Clap for myself there, because I've been battling to do that. So once again, this rivet stage done out of normal order, but it doesn't really matter at this point. I just want to try and increase my points at this stage. And just cruising around the stage and noticing that these little flame guys are actually moving a lot faster than they normally are. Well, basically every new stage you come to, they do move a lot faster. So I got 100 points from jumping over the flame as well. So now but it's a little bit of a stuck scenario, but nonetheless, not too bad. So I'm just going to try and wing it here and somehow get out of there. And unfortunately, I thought that was the last one when I was playing, but I missed the rivet on the top there. So, sure. Yeah, anyway, but
Okay, my highest score, again, didn't get 100, but I got past the third spring stage, which is very important, because it means that I think I know the timing now, after many tries, so that's great. I got a good feeling for it. So I believe that I can get 100,000 soon now, because the third springboard stage is really hectic. Just got to get a feel for it. There's no other way to explain it. Yeah, well, thanks for watching. Maybe you'll see 100,000 soon in Donkey Kong. Okay, Sunday out.